Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing an Aussie girl makeup look. I saw this requested in last week's comments. By the way, thank you guys beyond amounts for the love on last week's video. It seems that you guys are really enjoying it and I'm so glad. I was really excited to film that video. It's kind of a spring makeup look. If you haven't watched it, go and check it out. I always ask you guys at the end of a video, what sort of videos do you want to see? And one of the comments on last week's video was an Aussie girl makeup look. I had to go on Pinterest for this one because I was like, what's an Aussie girl makeup look? Turns out they're all very tanned, bronzed, glowy. So that is the vibe we are gonna go for today. Now, I am not as tanned as the Aussie girls I was seeing on Pinterest, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna do maybe a pale girl version of an Aussie glam. They were all very much glowing to the gods. If you are looking for a new glowy makeup product, go and check out this Kiko Prepping Milk. This stuff is liquid gold. I have been rinsing this stuff. Every time I've used this, my makeup just looks so flawless and moisturized. So I'm gonna start out with this today. I'm gonna mix together Dior Forever Glow Star Filter in with my Kylie Cosmetics skin tint to kind of create that glowy base. And this is hopefully gonna make me a little bit more tanned. I'm gonna apply this with my fingers to really melt the product into my skin. I've never done this combination before, but I might do this tomorrow. This is beautiful. Tap it in and build it up on my cheeks wherever there's extra redness. I drag this just over my eyelids to kind of even out the redness. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty concealer on any areas of my face with a bit of scarring, and I will, like always, do my under eyes afterwards. I'll blend that in with a little dry sponge. Next, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Bright Side Contour Stick. I'm going to warm this on the back of my hand. Take the matching brush. Start warming up my cheekbones with this. I'm actually going to take a little bit more of that and keep building this up. Also going to run this over my eyelids, anywhere the sun hits naturally. Double up that bronzer using the Forever Glow Maximizer from Dior. This is like a bronze highlighter, but I use it as a bronzer. I'm gonna blend that kind of over the top of the bronzer I've used. We've already got the glow going on. This is exactly what we want. Take my Rare Beauty blusher in Virtue. I've really been loving Rare Beauty face products recently. They're in my everyday routine. Work it into the back of my hand and then start applying this. I'm gonna really bring this under my eyes to give that sun-kissed look. Go in with my Giorgio Armani illuminating drops. I mean, we don't really need any extra glow. Our skin is already giving that, but just to add that little bit extra. Because when I tell you these Aussie girls are glowing, they're glowing. And we must replicate that. I'm gonna apply a bit of concealer on the back of my hand, grab a finger, and start working this under my eyes. I've really been enjoying applying my makeup with my fingers again. This is a very summer coded thing to me. I often apply my makeup with my fingers in the summer. I've just brought it forward and now we're doing it in spring. If I want to use my fingers to blend in my makeup, it just melts in so seamlessly and it gives that summer look. I've actually seen a lot of girls doing their bronzer before powdering. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty bronzer in Summer Feels. I'm also going to use this as my eyeshadow. From what I gathered through Pinterest, the Australian girls love what looks like a long wearing matte look with glow, which I like. That's my style too. Use my mekaup Beauty Flawless Setting Powder and I'm going to set my T-zone. I'm really trying to avoid any of that glow we've created on our cheeks. I'm now going to take my Juvia's Place White Sands powder on a concealer brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and set extra under my eyes on my, what's this called? Smile lines? My chin. Back in with this bronzer on the lid. A lot of them brought it under the eyes. From the inspo pictures I've seen, the bronzer is kind of the only thing going on, which I honestly quite like. I feel like my makeup is very Aussie inspired and I didn't even realize. It did look like they had a nice deep lash line and kind of thick lashes. So I am gonna deepen my lash line with Kalamata from Wonder Skin. Instead of doing eyeliner this way, a lot of them only had the inner corner. Again, one of my favorite things. Common denominator in the inspo pictures I've seen is just enhancing the inner corner but not pointing it. Now, you know me, I love a pointy inner corner, but I'm not against just enhancing it. I noticed that the lashes were nice and thick, so I am going to use some of these individuals. These are Lily Lashes individuals. I got these in Superdrug. I'm going to apply these after my mascara. I'm going to go in with some waterproof mascara. This is Dior. This is my favorite mascara in waterproof version. I'm now going to go in with some individuals to thicken these lashes up. I'm going to use the 10mm line. That's been my favourite line to use. I'm going to take that glue. Pop that on the outer corner, and I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I feel like I need a little bit of definition on the lash line, so I'm just going to use my Cocoa NYX eyeliner. Just a little bit on my waterline and my upper lash line, just to warm it up a bit. I'm gonna take my NYX brow glue. Australian babes, they seem to have really natural brows, so I'm going with my more natural brow look today. I'm now gonna go in with my same NYX liner and pop that on my lips as a lip liner. I'm gonna take this Prada liquid balm in the shade Reflection. I'll pop this on my lips. I'm gonna take my blush from Flower Nose in the shade Valley Lily. Pop that on my cheeks. I'm gonna take my NYX Brow Lift pen and draw on some subtle freckles. I'm gonna pop some on my eyelid, my forehead, because it's how you make your freckles look natural. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more bronzer. Then I'm gonna go in with this Dior highlighter. This is in the shade Sugarcane. It's this beautiful like iridescent pink blue color. I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler. Oh, that was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? I feel like I need to matte down my face. Just a little bit. Okay. I think this is the end of my Aussie girl inspired makeup look. Let me know what you guys think of this look. I actually really like this. I'm really into the cohesiveness of this look. I think these lash clusters look way better than last week's lash clusters. That was all for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for the love on last week's video. I hope you guys enjoy this one just as much. Don't forget to comment down below all your video requests. I always am in my comments. I'm a little lurker in there. So definitely go down there if you have any specific requests for videos you'd like. And other than that, I will catch you next week for another video. I love you. Deuces.